Hi everyone, this is Salvi with your VTuber news today. Before we get into the news, please hit the subscribe, like, and maybe even hit the bell notification icon, and let's get into the first story that we have today. Ren is amazing. What they're talking about is Ren Zotto. This is basically a post saying that yes, there are, people in Nijisanji EN that a lot of people don't watch anymore. A lot of people don't want to watch anymore because of things that they have done in the past. Foot and mouth moments, like, you have Anna with foot and mouth, you have Midi has foot and mouth moments. Kyo, when he used to be a part of Nijisanji EN, had their foot and mouth moments as well. But then you have Ren Zotto, who seems pretty clean from a lot of things. And of course, Ren Zotto is like this about ERB and Bae and Hakka doing Mephisto, which they did recently. It says, amazing song cover, you two. Such a strong performance. Your vocals go so well together. It's amazing to see that, yes, they are, of course, supporting other people in the space, which is wonderful. I love seeing that. And as far as I know, Ren is not one of those people that has any real drama against him. As far as I can tell, I may be very wrong, but as far as I can tell, he doesn't have any real big stuff going against him, if you know what I mean. Even though I can still stand some of the new talents, I believe Louis' taste. Oh yeah, because also, for people that don't know, Louis and Ren Zotto did a cover together recently, where, they covered a song, they did it together. And of course, as I said here, if Louis trusts them, Louis is okay with them, because of course, most VTubers, most people overall, if you don't either combine with them very well, you don't vibe with them very well, or they're in a lot of drama, you will not want to collaborate with them because some of that drama can rub off on you. Not necessarily, in some cases, it not necessarily the drama will, but you can sometimes be seen as guilty by association, unfortunately, in the VTuber sphere. So that's another thing. Still love Ren, won't watch his streams because I don't watch any color. Give me a second of my time, but Ren seems like a really good dude. Like Scarla and Ren and Rosemi, people like that, I'll watch clips of. I won't watch anything directly of, but I'll watch clips of them because they have some fun times. And they're people that, really aren't that bad. I mean, even on my channel, you'll see me watching Scarla clips occasionally and things like that. I have nothing against that. You can send me a Scarla clip, a Rosemi clip, any one of the good ones, and I'll be fine watching it myself and watching it on stream. Ren is effing one of my favorite Nijisanji EN members, guilty of still catching his streams, and I effing resist the urge to donate to him. But effing hell, Ren is a wholesome lad, and my admiration for him is at all-time high. Don't think it will be changing anytime soon. Here's my belief on this always, and I've always said this to you guys, I'll say it to you guys again. If it is your Oshi, I will not stand in the way of your Oshi. They're not going to be my Oshi. I won't watch them. But I will not stand in the way of you watching your Oshi. I have people in my chat who are fans of Kiryu. When he was Hex, they were still fans. I was fine with them. I have no problem with that. I'm not going to be angry at you for watching them. Of course, I personally am not going to do anything or say anything against you because that is, in Oshi is a very personal thing. That's just the last thing I want to say. Oshi is very personal, and I will not criticize you for having that personal relationship with Yoshi. A bit of a meme time, fun time, whatever you want to call it. We're going to be going through this. It is don't ever take Midmit's nose. Got your nose. She punch you in the face. But this is, of course, Midmit would never actually do that to her fans, but it's a bit of a funny one. Of course, in these, a little bit of a disclaimer afterwards, I never do these to make fun of people or make fun of the livers, of course. This is a huge thing that has blown up recently with Numi mentioning some AI clipping channels, and she did verify that they were AI clipping channels, all done by one guy, I believe, in Europe. So it's not just, her actually being against clippers or anything like that, but she's against heavy clickbaiting in clipper channels of saying things like, that she wants to do Buff Pup so hard, and she had S on a mountain, and that kind of stuff when she really didn't. So, things like that. So, let's take a look, because Bao, Evanito, and, of course, Asmongold all had a little bit of a talk about it.
And then there's whatever the hell these guys are making. And I've talked about it before, and the last time I talked about it on Twitter, I had a ton of people condemn me for doing so. A lot of people said that because my content is sus in nature, which I do agree with, my content is sus, okay? My content can be a little sus. Using clickbait, fair game, right? That's fine. However, I have agency over my own content, and, there's the aspect of consent, okay? I chose to have my thumbnails the way they are, right? I did. These are my thumbnails, all right? But the thing is, in these clips, I'm not like lying about what is happening in the clip. These clippers, these VTuber clippers, are just lying. They're slandering. They're spreading misinformation. They're horrifically dramatizing what we're doing in these clips, and they're just really harming our images in a way that you can't really come back from, especially to the greater public who don't know anything about VTubers. I'm sure this video explains more about it. I'm glad that Numi was the one that made this video. I feel like when I had tried to speak up about it, a lot of people just kind of they kind of turned it into me being ungrateful, me basically like, wow, so now that your content is doing well due to these imaginary clippers, you're turning around and punishing clippers for doing what they've always done so that you can get more money. One, that's a total misconception. I don't care, okay? My content funnels, it pays for itself, right? What I do care about is like people using my real face and putting like really like weird fucked up shit as the thumbnail. Like that makes me uncomfortable.
And that's the main thing. That's the main thing they're going against. When they say really weird stuff, of course, clipping is going to be happening. Clipping is the lifeblood of VTubing. And I can understand her point. I've seen other counterpoints, of course. The one main thing that I do agree with her is she has agency over her own thumbnails. When other people make thumbnails that are a little too wild, that's kind of weird. Like they make her with an ahagao face and then say, you know, she had 10 guys or something like that. That kind of stuff is the things that she has issues with, that she has issues with people putting out. Now we're going to talk about Evanito saying the same thing.
About VTuber clippers. Now, as many of you may know, VTuber clippers are an essential part of this community because they help several other people learn more and more about their favorite Oshis, and their favorite Oshis get pretty much free exposure because these clippers go ahead and, you know, showcase many of the cool things that they do on their streams. However, there are some clippers who will do some very nefarious things, like have very clickbait thumbnails and titles, as Numi laid out, that will then lead viewers into wanting to see content that is essentially not there. And Numi, I think, did a great job in highlighting this in her example, where she put an example of a very nice clip which says Numi got jump scared playing with Buff Pup, and I guess the clip is just about them you know, getting jump scared playing some horror game or something. And then the next clip on the right side, it's a not a good clip because it says that Numi goes viral doing very explicit things on a mountain. And
so yeah, that is the big issue. This is a good example of what they are going against. They're not saying, oh, because of course on YouTube you have to make catchy titles, you have to make catchy thumbnails, you have to make catchy things like that. But this S on a mountain, like the actual photos used isn't bad, but the S on a mountain thing, that ends up being a little bit too much. Let's see what he has to say here.
Streamers, when they have the time.
Best example of this is Queso. Look at Queso. Queso popped the fuck off because of those clips. Those clips were insane. He's great, but the way that a lot of people discovered him was off platform with clips. Clips are really important. Absolutely.
Different things that cause a streamer to get more attention and that run these accounts and limit my boundaries and would delete clips or rename things if it was ever getting to.
Let's see what he has
How
to
could
say.
anyone have predicted this?
The other side of the coin.
What a shock.
This is one of the channels that
Look at the picture. She's on a fucking leash.
Always making fun of because the titles were so stupid and misleading and just completely untrue. Then we saw this one, and then we saw this one, and then we saw this one. This account was brought to my mod's attention.
I need a boyfriend. I want to fuck. I like hards. Dude, who's running this channel?
So yeah, even Asmongold, who isn't really a VTuber enjoyer, is not really part of the VTuber community, but he does know a lot of VTubers, and he actually under Mythic Talents, which is a company that he runs, it does have a lot of VTubers in it. So he does know a thing or two about VTubers, and he's like, what the heck? Just from a regular point of view, this is like, what the heck is going on? And of course, some people actually do their own clips, and they put, you know, stuff like those type of pictures, that type of thing, but they have something a little bit more normal, not so crazy. So that is what I wanted to mention to you guys because, you know, I wanted to give you guys a little bit more of what the rest of the community is doing and reacting to when it comes to the Numi thing, because this blew up. It blew up a lot. Pina Pengin from Requiem has been in a hiatus for a bit, and she has an update for her fans. This is her update on her status of her hiatus. Firstly, I hope I didn't worry anyone due to my inactivity on social media. Unfortunately, I've got severely sick again with the stomach flu, this time during my recent work trip. I didn't share this earlier because I didn't want to worry you guys, and I wanted to wait until I could look back and laugh about it before sharing my crazy stories with you. To be honest, it was a rough experience. On the flight, I dealt with nausea, vomiting, and, you know, both things. And EMTs were waiting for me when I landed. Despite being so sick, I had to jump back into work as soon as I felt well enough because we were so understaffed. I was mentally and physically straining. This, I think you're talking about her side work, her other work besides VTubing. But I managed to pull through. What kept me going was thinking about all the things I wanted to zatsudan about with you this week. Even in the toughest moments, it made me look forward to chatting with you all and sharing crazy stories. It's thanks to you, pen pals, that I was able to push through. Trust me, there are more stories other than the plane incident, ha ha ha. I'm happy to say I'm now 90% recovered, so please don't worry. Now that I'm safely back home, I'm focusing on fully regaining my strength. However, I've been notified about another upcoming work trip, so I decided to extend my hiatus until further notice. This will allow me to handle my work responsibilities and take it easy afterwards. I might still be a bit inactive on social media during this time, but I'll do my best to check in occasionally. Thank you so much for understanding, patience, and support during this crazy time. I'm incredibly grateful for this community and your kindness. I promise I'll return stronger and ready to create more fun and memorable moments with you all. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll keep you updated. Basically, you know, a big thank you to her fans, to everybody who was there. And that basically, in December 23rd of 2024 is when she put it out. She's going to be going on a long hiatus. Remember having a bad stomach bug 9 years ago, appeared very suddenly, and I wasn't aware it was even possible to be in that kind of pain. That's the kind of pain you don't wish on anyone. I have a story about that too. Real quick, I can understand her not wanting to come back until she was better. When I was 9, I had cholera. Cholera is deadly. Cholera can end you, depending on where you are. I was in Mexico visiting family when this happened. It was during the time of a huge cholera epidemic that happened over there, cholera outbreak, whatever you want to call it. I caught it. I almost did become deceased. It was not fun. I almost ended in Minecraft, as they say. It was not fun. As a 9-year-old, having both vomiting and the other thing, even when I was drinking water, is very, very bad. So I can absolutely understand how she felt, that she wanted to recover before she comes back. And I'm glad that she's going to be coming back soon, but I'm also glad that she's deciding, you know what, I want to be here 100% with you, so let me wait until everything's done. Vshojo has continued their teaser. They do this every single time they get a new person. They did that with Michi. They did that with Matara. They did that with K9 Kuro. They did that with, other people that have been new to the agency. Not necessarily like, they have Haruka Karibu, who came with their own model, Giga, who came with their own model, etc. They're people who came in with their own models, but the people they created the models for, which I think is in this case they're creating the model for, they have this. So let's take a look in bigger screen, because I don't want to show you in this small screen, a bigger screen. What's happening? 3 teacups. You have the blue flame again. You have glasses, sunglasses, a black tea set, and a gun. So that's interesting. It says a new Vshojo member is getting closer to having tea. From all I can see, it makes me think it might be a tenant of the Velvet Room, or at least persona user. Let's go, Giga. Giga again is joining Vshojo. Everybody, Giga's joining Vshojo. Of course, she's already in Vshojo, but this is the meme going around. 3 teas, shades, gun, blue flame candle, so Mafia Tea Witch. Holy shit, Giga's joining Vshojo. First the clock, now tea. This is giving super noir vibes. The gun is a clear hint, people. New member is Gun Run. Absolutely. We all know it's Giga. Just say it's Giga already. Now in stock for the Vshojo store, GUN. Love the Persona 3 aesthetics in these trailers. Don't know if it's going to be a new member or multiple. Seems like the dark hour is upon us. And here you have generally lost who could be joining, but apparently it might be 3 of them at once. Unless the 3 cups of tea is just red herrings. They only put 1 letter prior to the first teaser, so I don't think it's multiple members. Might be someone they invited or the winner of the EN auditions. I mean, I hope it's the winner of the EN auditions, honestly, because, I mean, while it is nice for them to have friends coming in and all that kind of stuff, it's also nice for them, especially, Centrea has been pushing for this, others have been pushing for this, to have an actual creator come in and be a part of this. A bit of an update to the One Piece story. Of course, we have Hakos, Bales, and others mentioning how insane it is for people to be able to, now that they are in Hololive, be able to sing with legends in there. The girls got to sing alongside Legend himself. They must be very happy. Somehow, by the gift of the anime gods, I will be singing alongside Hiroshi Kitadani. My days of binging One Piece in quarantine have led to the exact moment I can die happy. And this is what I mentioned before. This is a once-in-a-lifetime thing for anybody, whether it be an idol, a virtual idol VTuber, or an actual idol out there. Anybody, any singer, any anime fan to be singing along a legend like Hiroshi Kitadani is an amazing feat, and that's why I wanted to mention it again. The guy is a legend. The guy is absolutely amazing at what he does. And of course, I'm very happy for Bae and others to be able to do it. A bit more context, this One Piece is doing a re-showing of Fishman Island arc in April, February, and March. 6 Hololive members were chosen to sing the opening. We go during that period. Fubuki Marine and Watame, it's in the first part, and Maki Otsuki in February, Kiara, Bae, and Kobo, and Kitadani in March. So that's something that I covered earlier before, but I didn't want to cover Bae's reaction to it. Comic-Con is a convention that is happening soon, and you have Kami Carnival 16, Hololive Meet, Takanashi Kiara, and you have Kobo Kanadu, who is from February 7th to the 9th, Birmingham, Alabama, Comic-Con.net. And they are saying here, Kikiriki, Boko Kobo, Hololive Productions Takanashi Kiara and Kobo are descending on Comic-Con to brighten your day with a special showcase along with a private meet and greet event for lucky fans. Don't miss out on the chance to meet the Hololive talents at Comic-Con. Lucky fans may also be able to participate in paid meet and greet sessions by clicking the link and filling out the raffle form included. For located on their individual guest pages. They're doing raffles now on so that people don't scalp and people don't buy like 20, so it'll be like freaking 10 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever of them having it. So it'll just be one. And here we have Takanashi Kiara talking about it. Alabama KFP, your time has come. This year's first con appearance with Boko Bo. There you go, Boko Bo, or Boko Boo in this case. Mother and daughter going to Sweet Home Alabama. Don't mind my stupid brain. We go to Alabama. So yeah, it's good to see these things. I like seeing these things. I like seeing, it makes it so that they spend a lot of time doing a bunch of things, but it's nice to see them actually getting something from the agency that, of course, takes something in return. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, types, everything in between, because I want this to be a positive space for VTubing in general. I don't want it to be a place where we knock each other down. I want it to be a place where we build each other up. So thank you so much for being here. Today we're talking about Yuna, or Sharky Yuna. Let's take a look at them. That is their sharkiness there. And remember, there are a lot of shark VTubers out there. Doesn't mean that they're copying anybody. Just want to remind you, because all these people always get accused of copying someone else. They aren't. So Sharky Yuna, let's take a look at what they're doing right here.
Hi! You love me? Guys, I have Riz! She says she loves me!
Oh, I remember this. It's Night Security. I played it once.
Thought you'd never freaking ask.
that always happens with Night Security. Yes, it did scare me a lot too. Thank you so much. Let's see, we have a YouTube channel with primarily shorts and shorter videos, as well as putting some of their longer like Night Security, their most recent one, other things like that. They're popping those in there. So of course, thank you, Sharky Yuna, for allowing myself to be able to showcase you on my channel, and I hope this helps you in some way. Thank you so much for watching. That is all the news that we have for today. Please let me know down below if you want to know any more news, or if you have any comments regarding anything that you saw here, which I will try my best to respond to. I love seeing your comments down below. Of course, as well, like and subscribe to the channel. That will give you more information every single day. I do 2 videos a day, so hopefully you enjoy.